Tonight, you're going to open an app. You'll scroll through faces. Hundreds of them. Swipe left, swipe right, maybe match with someone, maybe talk for a week, then disappear. You won't think twice about it. But for 99.9% of human history, none of that existed. No apps, no dates, no profile pictures. Just two people, a tribe, a fire, and something that science is only now beginning to understand. This is how ancient humans actually fell in love. And what they had, you've been trying to recreate your entire life. Before we go back, let's talk about what love looks like today. The average dating app gives you access to roughly 50 million potential partners. 50 million. For most people, that sounds like freedom. For your brain, it's a catastrophe. Your brain did not evolve to choose from 50 million people. It evolved to choose from maybe 15. That number isn't random. For most of human history, a tribe was between 50 and 150 people. Strip out children, the elderly, and already paired adults, and you had roughly 10 to 20 eligible people. That was it. That was your entire dating pool. Not because life was small, because that is exactly the condition.
Here's the first thing nobody tells you about ancient attraction. You didn't fall in love with a stranger. You fell in love with someone you already knew completely. In a tribe of 50 people, there were no secrets. You had seen this person angry. You would watch them share food when they didn't have to. You had seen them afraid. You knew if they were generous or selfish, brave or reckless, kind or cruel. You had years of evidence before a single feeling was ever named. There was no fake profile, no filtered photo, no version of themselves they performed for a first date. What you fell for was the real thing.
In 1968, psychologist Robert Zajonc ran a simple experiment on attraction. He showed people images of strangers' faces. Some faces appeared once. Some appeared dozens of times. Then he asked which ones they found most attractive. The answer was always the same. The more often they saw a face, the more attractive it became. He called it the mere exposure effect. Familiarity didn't breed contempt. It bred love. Ancient humans were surrounded by the same faces every single day for years. That wasn't a limitation. It was the exact condition that made deep attraction possible. But familiarity was only part of it.
There was something else working underneath, something your body is still doing right now without your permission. In 1995, a Swiss scientist named Klaus Wedekind ran a study that changed how we understand attraction forever. He had women smell t-shirts worn by different men for 2 days. No perfume, no soap, just natural scent. The women consistently rated the most attractive smell as coming from men whose immune systems were the most genetically different from their own. Not similar, different.
Your nose was scanning for a partner whose immune system would fill the gaps in yours. A healthier child, a stronger next generation. You weren't just choosing a partner. Your immune system was choosing one for you. And in a tribe where everyone lived close enough to smell each other, this signal was always running. Every moment beside someone was also a conversation between your bodies that neither of you could hear.
But here's the part that changes everything. Ancient love wasn't born in a perfect moment. It was born in danger. In 1974, psychologists Dutton and Aron ran one of the most famous attraction experiments ever conducted. A woman approached men on 2 different bridges. The first bridge was solid, safe, barely off the ground. The second was a suspension bridge. It swayed. It was high above a deep ravine. Your heart rate went up just standing on it. On the safe bridge, men took her number but almost never called. On the dangerous bridge, most of them called. Same woman, same conversation, completely different outcome. When your heart is already racing from fear, your brain sometimes reads that feeling as attraction to whoever is standing beside you. In a world full of predators, bad weather, and real danger, ancient humans were almost always a little afraid. And they were always beside the same people.
the people they ended up loving. Shared danger didn't just bond humans, it created some of the deepest love the species ever felt. Now think about what modern dating quietly removed. It removed time. You meet someone twice before deciding. It removed shared reality. You show only your best version. It removed danger. You sit in a well-lit restaurant completely safe. It removed your body's natural signals. You can't smell someone through a screen. It removed familiarity. A face you've seen twice is still a stranger. Every single condition that ancient love required has been engineered out of modern romance. And then we wonder why it feels hollow, why it doesn't last, why the feeling fades so fast. Your brain isn't broken. It's looking for something apps were never built to give it. For 300,000 years, love was not a search. It was an accumulation. Time beside someone. Real versions of them. Their smell, their fear, the way they acted when nobody was watching. Ancient humans didn't fall in love with who someone said they were. They fell in love with who someone proved they were. That need is still inside you. The part of you that gets tired of the scroll, that wants something that actually sticks. Ancient humans didn't have more options. They had something better. They had enough time with one person to actually know them. Maybe that was never the limitation. Maybe that was the whole point.